This is another feather in the cap for Malayalam cinema that just keeps going in stature, film by film. Thank you to everyone who was involved actually in the making of this wonderful piece of cinema. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to All Things Cinema podcast. This is Keshav. Okay, first of all, what the hell was I doing? Why I hadn't watched this film before when it came to cinemas or when it came to OTT last month? I mean, I'd heard such good word of mouth about it. Although I was busy swamped with a lot of work, I just kept thinking I'll watch it later, I'll watch it later. But finally, better late than never, I got to watch it. The much anticipated and probably the most requested film on the channel in a long time, Mukundan Unni and Associates. I mean, where do I even begin? There is just so much I want to talk about this film. There is it kind of reminded me of Tallumala, where I felt it was probably the most underrated film or the most innovative film of 2022 when it comes to editing, and I think that Mukundan Unni Associates has given it a very stiff competition, in my opinion, when it comes to all those things. And I'm sure if I had seen this film last year itself, it would have definitely made my top Malayalam movies list, or it would have also made my top Indian movies list for sure. Now, coming to the movie, first of all, black comedy is a genre which is not as explored in India, and whenever it's explored, it's not well executed as we have seen in the West. Of course, there are exceptions like Delhi Belly, but these kind of films come very rarely, once in a blue moon. Now, the USP of the film Mukundan Unni Associates that really stayed with me is that devil may care attitude which the protagonist has, who just does anything, to achieve success by hook or by crook. I mean, just think of it. At some point in our lives, every one of us would have been in such a position ourselves, or at least would have seen people around us who have this sort of a mental attitude, who just want to achieve success by one way or the other, going all black or going all gray or going all white. I mean, this is the point of the film, that it's not all about white, it's not all about black, or it's not even all about gray. And I think it's the audience, it's your conscience, it's your life choices that really make you root for whatever you want to, when it comes to black, white, or gray shade. And this whole journey of knowing Mukundan and his ways was such a fun roller coaster ride. I mean, once he decides enough is enough, and he comes up with wicked ways to make money, just to fit in among people whom he considers successful. It all unfolds like, peeling an onion layer by layer, which is held by the first person perspective narration that gives us an insight on what's going on inside his head. And all of this takes place with him continuing with a straight poker face during the almost the whole of the film. And call him whatever you want to, psychopath, sociopath, a snake, literally a snake, because in one pivotal scene he gets this wild idea of staging a scene of crime just to get insurance money, which then also involves doctors and patients and authorities in this easy money making scheme without giving a damn about what harm it can bring to people or people around him, including his nears and dears. And all he cares is just succeeding at this point. And by this point, I think the last bit of moral judgment or compassion or empathy and things like these have left his system. He also gets ahead in this race with the help of a few others around him, like the receptionist he falls in love with, who is also, by the way, unapologetically herself. The biggest takeaway for me in this film is that these kind of people do exist, and cinema doesn't always have to do gutter cleaning work for society, sugarcoating everything. So at the end, you can learn a lesson and go home thinking that you've learned something. Sometimes cinema also shows you the mirror that reflects the hidden and hard reality of the society that we live in. People like Mukundan Unni are around us. They exist in the very vicinity of you and me. Maybe even you and me, at some level deep down, are like him when we make decisions which might not be morally correct, but they get us some sort of shortcut to go up the ladder without the snake biting us. But just how far you can go, how long can you keep going in this game of snakes and ladders, and real life is the point after all. And so glad the director didn't get preachy at the end, just stuck to the reality, which is rare and bold. Now, not every film has to have a feel good factor about it. Something like Nightcrawler comes to mind, where the protagonist was ready to go every length to make money, to make a name for himself, even if it included harming others without affecting his conscience. Something like Breaking Bad also comes to mind, where the protagonist, goes on this journey to become an antagonist from a protagonist. Breaking Bad, because he liked it, he felt alive. Walter White fans would know what I'm saying. This film is a gem, and I cannot really wait to see what is going to be in this sequel, where the director Abhinav Sundar Nayak goes from here after giving us such a masterpiece like this. And this is as much a director and editor's film as it's Vineeth Srinivasan's or Suraj Venjaramoodu's, who also stole the show whenever he appeared on the screen. And thank you for watching this video. That was my understanding of the film, a little analysis video. Let me know in the comments what you felt about the film. Let me know in the comments if you want more on this film, if you want me to get some other panelists on board and we discuss about this film in more depth. That'll be fun. So thank you for watching, and you know the drill. Just press the subscribe button if you haven't. Press the bell icon if you haven't, and I'm sure you all would want to press the like button. If not for me, at least for the people involved in the making of this film, because this film deserves every bit of accolades. Thank you.